At the end of every season, we will spin this wheel that is filled with different NHL superstars until the San Jose Sharks are finally able to lift the cup. Every team has at least one person on the wheel to make it fair to every organization. Of course, we have to see how the original San Jose Sharks would do, and they finished with 36 wins for 25th in the entire league, with Hurdle leading the team in points with 73, while Duclair led the team in goals with 32. Kyle Connor would lead the entire league in points with 102, while Ovechkin led the entire league in goals with 57. The Rangers swept the Edmonton Oilers in the finals to lift the Stanley Cup. It'd be Brad Marchand grabbing the Hart Memorial Trophy, with Adam Fox grabbing the Conn Smythe Trophy. Who is going to come help the San Jose Sharks? It is going to be Connor McDavid, the best possible outcome for them. With the addition of Connor McDavid, the Sharks would go from 25th to 14th, having 40 wins and making the playoffs. Unsurprisingly, Connor McDavid led the entire team in points with 97 and in goals with 48. Leon Draisaitl without McDavid would lead the league in points with 107, while Kyle Connor's name is back up there. He had 61 goals to lead the team. And by the team, I mean the entire league. The team also had a great playoff run, making it to the conference finals, but they'd get swept by Winnipeg there. And Toronto would beat Winnipeg in the finals in 7 games to lift the Stanley Cup. McDavid would lead our team in playoff points with 15 and in playoff goals with 9. And obviously, we have to keep replaying the 2023-2024 season for me to keep adding players to San Jose. This time around, it'd be Nathan MacKinnon winning the Hart Memorial Trophy somehow, while Austin Matthews would grab the Conn Smythe Trophy. Next up, they are going to be adding Mr. JT Miller. The team continues to improve. This time we'd have 44 wins, finishing 12th in the entire league. McDavid and Miller are top 2 in points. Miller only scoring 18 goals, though. Kucherov is on top of the league in points with 102 and in goals with 56. Slightly a worse playoff run this time around. We'd lose in the first round to LA in 7 games, and Florida would beat Colorado in the finals to lift the Stanley Cup. Kucherov getting snubbed of the Hart Memorial Trophy again. This time Brad Marchand takes it. The second time today, right? I can't say I predicted this one, but I'm not against it. Carter Verhaeghe is your Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Start building a defensive core. We'd be looking a lot better. We're going to be adding Vince Dunn. It is a defenseman. The Sharks would win their division this time around with 43 wins. They'd also finish 12th in the entire league. I feel like McDavid is going to lead the team in points every single year and in goals as well, as he should. Tkachuk would lead the entire league in points with 116, while it'd be Matthews leading the league in goals with 55. Another first round exit, this time to Edmonton in 5 games. Carolina beats Dallas in the finals to lift the cup in 7 games. I think we kind of need to fix this goalie problem. Blackwood not doing so hot in there. We need the wheel to let us do that, and instead they are going to give us... Hey, they did! Shesterkin, perfect. Yeah, adding a very good goalie helped a lot. 49 wins for 5th in the entire league. Also, McDavid's worst year, 86 points, but his best year for goals as he scored 50. Yeah, Shesterkin, great stats, a 915 save percentage and a 2.75 goals against average with 42 wins. No 100-point getters in the entire league this time around. Hughes led the league in points with 98, while it would be Kyle Connor leading the league in goals with 51. Still no Stanley Cup finals for us. We'd lose in the conference finals this time around to Winnipeg in 6 games. Are they also not the people that beat us in the conference finals before as well? They wouldn't win the cup either. It'd be Pittsburgh beating them in 7 games. Did not see this coming, but Morrissey would win the Hart Memorial Trophy, and Sidney Crosby would win the Conn Smythe Trophy. I don't really care what we get anymore. We got a goalie, we got McDavid. More defensemen wouldn't hurt. We're gonna add Ovechkin instead. I'll take it. A 51-win season, finishing 3rd in the entire league. Our team keeps getting better and better. McDavid 102 points to lead the way on the team, while Ovi and McDavid tied for most goals with 40. 106 points for Matthews led the entire league, while he'd also lead the league in goals with 55. Still no Stanley Cup finals. We'd lose in Game 7 of the conference finals to the Avalanche, and they wouldn't win the cup either. It'd be the New Jersey Devils beating them in the finals in 6 games. I'd say Matthews deserves this more, but we do get our first Hart Memorial Trophy winner, and of course it is McDavid. Dougie Hamilton, of all people, would win the Conn Smythe Trophy for New Jersey. Honestly, all we're missing is good defensive pieces, so any defenseman on the wheel would help, and we're gonna get Nathan MacKinnon. That helps too. As the team continues to get better, we just sneak into the final playoff spot this time around with 40 wins, finishing 18th in the entire league. We're lucky to even be in the playoffs. McDavid finally dethroned in points on the team. 105 for MacKinnon would lead the way. Ovi also having more than McDavid with 91. McDavid having 86. No 40-goal scorer. Ovechkin would lead our team with 39. MacKinnon would also lead the entire league in points with 105. He's the first person on our team to do so. And I guarantee you didn't see this one coming. Jeff Skinner leading the league in goals with 52. And it's time for our first Stanley Cup Finals appearance. The one time we barely even make the playoffs is the time that we actually make it all the way to the finals. I'm not complaining. We got the Boston Bruins to go through to lift the cup. It's definitely going to be a challenge. We're going to go game by game. We lose 2-0 in game 1. We go down 0-2. It's not going to be looking good. We haven't even scored a goal yet in 2 games. Never mind winning the game. At least we're making progress. We are going to get swept at this rate, though. We need to reverse sweep to win. We get 1 back with a 6-1 victory. Another one with a 5-2 victory. Imagine we force game 7 after going down 3-0. It will not happen. An overtime loss. Boston wins the Stanley Cup. A full look at the playoff tree. It was going pretty good for us. I mean, we did only beat Dallas in 7 games, to be fair. It would be Kyle Connor winning the Hart Memorial Trophy, while Pasternak would win the Conn Smythe Trophy. And we are going to be adding Steven Stamkos to the team. We still need more defensemen. I mean, at this rate, we're going to have 12 forward. We're going to have 2 defensemen. We are finally President's Trophy winners. A 55-23-4 record, earning 114 points, puts us first in the entire NHL. Ovi leading the way in points with 87 and also leading the way in goals with 49. We took Stamkos away, so Braden Point had to step it up even more, and he delivered 113 points to lead the entire league, while it would be Kucherov leading the league in goals with 54. With all that being said, we are back in the Stanley Cup Finals. We face the Buffalo Sabres, who I'm not too frightened of. Boston actually felt like a challenge. Buffalo, not so much. We are up 1-0 as well, beating them 4-3 in game number 1. Gotta keep the momentum going. We will not, though, in 3-2 overtime loss in game number 2. We would come back in game 3, though, winning 6-2. 2 games away, I believe. I believe slightly less now, 2-0 loss. Which team is going to grab the advantage? It's going to be Buffalo beating us 4-3 in overtime, and which means we have to win game 6. And we will not get it done. A 5-2 L. I can't believe we couldn't beat Buffalo with this team. Buffalo actually very dominant in the playoffs. 6 games to beat Tampa, 5 games to beat Boston, 5 games to beat Florida, and 6 games to beat us. Braden Point grabs the Hart Memorial Trophy, which makes sense to me, with the Conn Smythe Trophy going to Dylan Cousins. Literally just be any defenseman and I will be happy. It's gonna be Tage Thompson. We're stealing from the Stanley Cup champs. We're gonna win the President's Trophy again with a 57-20-5 record. And after almost winning the cup, we're back to square one. Basically, we lost to Anaheim of all teams in the second round in 6 games. The Islanders would beat them in the Stanley Cup finals, so I guess they were on a roll this year at least. But yeah, the Islanders dethroning them, beating them in 7 games in the finals to lift the cup. McDavid would grab the Hart Memorial Trophy. Barzal grabbing the Conn Smythe Trophy for the Islanders. Can you please hit me up with the defenseman wheel? I'm begging you at this point. Thank you. Cale Makar, the best possible one to get. I think I'm going to enter speed run mode now. The Islanders would beat Anaheim in the Stanley Cup Finals again. Like the complete repeat of the Stanley Cup Finals. Nylander winning the Hart Memorial Trophy. Bo Horvat would win the Conn Smythe Trophy. After not winning that year, I don't know how long it's going to take. We are adding Austin Matthews. That has to be enough, right? Yeah, the team is dominant now. 61 wins to win the President's Trophy. Again, 127 points. Second place was the Rangers with 114 points. We have returned to the Stanley Cup Finals. We faced Detroit. I'm going to do 2 games at a time. If this team can't win, what's it gonna take? We're up 2-0. Game 3 puts us up 3-0. If we get reverse swept, I might just call it anyway. And the Sharks finally capture the Stanley Cup. I believe it took adding 10 stars, if I'm not mistaken. I will have to go confirm. Matthews was the final piece to the puzzle. And it would be Igor Shesterkin winning the Conn Smythe Trophy. I don't think I've actually seen a goalie win it yet in this game or the last game, so that's actually very interesting to me. McKinnon had the most points on our team in the playoffs with 18, while JT Miller had the most goals with 8. I mean, Shesterkin with an amazing stat line, definitely Conn Smythe material, a 2.09 goals against average and a 930 save percentage. And here's the whole playoff tree for those who care. We swept Anaheim, we swept Vegas, we beat LA in 6 games, and then we swept Detroit. Final look at the team that got the job done. It was 10 superstars, 2 defensemen, 1 goalie, 7 forwards. That is going to be it for me today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.